Hey guys, I want to talk to you about something that has interested me for this couple of years, which are the geezer watches. To understand what a geezer watch is, first we need to know what geezer means. So in informal British and US terms, it means that it is an old man, an eccentric one. So it's a weird old man. Is it? It's a weird old man. Geezer watches are watches that are out of fashion in a way, right? They are made for the older people. They are loved by the older people. Of course, it's made in their era as well. So these geezer watches basically mean, in our opinion, 70s and 80s jewelry dress watches from various brands. So most of these watches have eccentric and interesting shape cases, integrated bracelets, sometimes with hard stone dials and diamonds, but almost always in precious metal. So now I'm going to talk about 4 of my favorite watch brands that specialize in geezer watches. So first is Audemars Piguet, and of course I'm talking about the Audemars Piguet Cobra, reference 5403, introduced in 1973. So why did I pick this in my geezer watch list? Because it is really interesting that they created this eccentric, crazy looking watch 1 year after the Royal Oak. So it comes with this round dial, sometimes with or without diamond markers, but if you look at the case and the bracelets, it's integrated as one and is woven together like a scale of a cobra. And I think that's why we gave this watch the nickname Cobra. So the case and the bracelet is actually made by this amazing jeweler called Roland Gachon. So it's evident by his signature GRG in the bracelet itself. So I actually had the chance to try this watch on my wrist, play around with it, and let me tell you, it is really one of the craziest geezer watch I've ever seen in my life. And I understand now why is it so collectible now. So another watch from this brand, it's of course my very own Audemars Piguet reference 5489. Funny enough, I only realized the reference number on my last trip to Hong Kong. So this watch features a oval case, which is really unusual. And of course you have the integrated white gold woven bracelet. This bracelet is interesting, just like the Cobra. Like all of the geezer watches, is that these intricate bracelets, they are made in precious metal. Till today, I have no understanding how it was actually made. So this watch also features something that I really like, which is a hard stone dial. So this is actually a falcon eye dial. In other words, it's also known as the blue tiger's eye. So it's a kind of stone which gives out this kind of laser effect, which I really dig. I think that this is the pinnacle of a geezer watch. For me. So number 2 is Piaget. Piaget is known for making an ultimate selection of geezer watches. You know, you have hard stone dials, you have eccentric shapes, all of them comes with integrated bracelet as well. There's so much to choose from. But I would say that the most famous or most popular Piaget that everybody knows is the Piaget Polo 79 because of a reissue last year. Believe it or not, Piaget Polo is not one collection. You have a couple of different shapes, but I will only include the Piaget Polo 79 because it fits into the integrated bracelet category, right? So of course, the one I'm talking about is the original Piaget Polo from 1979, you know, with this integrated gold bracelet. So the gadrons from the bracelet flowing into the case and into the dial itself. So the watch is actually one whole piece. It is actually really popular back in the day, and it is a true geezer watch. And if I have the chance to get one of the original Polo 79, I would jump on it immediately to fulfill my geezer watch dream. And lastly, I'm going to talk about my favorite brand, Rolex. Do you guys know that Rolex actually made geezer watches? It is the Rolex Cellini King Midas. So just like the Piaget Polo, the Rolex King Midas has eccentric shapes. You have sharp angles, but yet it flows nicely as a whole in one piece. To me, I love the Rolex King Midas just because of its aggressive and brutalism design. Back in the 60s, many of the geezer watches that we talked about are a bit more dainty. Yes, some are a bit more avant-garde, but nothing like the King Midas. Surprisingly, the King Midas fits really well on a small wrist. Yes, it has quite big blocks of gold, but hey, it's a geezer watch, right? So big blocks of gold it is. So why am I telling you about geezer watches today? Because geezer watch is back in popularity. The growth of social media brought out personalities like Mike Novo and Phil Toledano that are big collectors of the geezer watch. So many new and seasoned collectors have caught on to this acquired taste, which I think is a great thing. And for me, I love geezer watches because of 2 things. So number 1 is the creativity and bravery behind the creation of these pieces. In the 70s and 80s, big brands didn't give a damn about anybody else. They just created whatever they want, and hence today we have beautiful, beautiful examples of Giza watches. And number two, it's great value. Giza watches are very value for money. You can get a beautiful watch made in precious metal, sometimes with hard stone dials or diamonds, for relatively less. If you look at the market right now, hype watches or historically important sports watches from various brands are really expensive right now. But if you compare that to some of the Giza watches that you can find from the same brand, you'll be really surprised how much you can find them for. So what are you waiting for? Get your Giza watch and be a geezer today.